There are some places that cannot be found on tourist maps. But once you set foot there, it will seem as if these places have been living in your dreams for a long time. There are some mountains whose names are not on the GPS, but to the locals, they are the soul of the world. And there is a life going on high up in the mountains whose stories no one tells, until you see it with your own eyes. Hidden within the vast map of China are many mysterious places that have created an incredible world of nature and culture, from Sigunan to Fanjingshan to Kanasleka to Tianmei Mountain. Every place has some features that are hard to believe. It is not the sign that is shown on Travel Air. It is a completely different world. Raw, sacred, and so real that words are lost. Are temples floating in the clouds, songs hidden in the sand, rainbow-colored mountains just fairy tales? No, they are real. And today, we are out in search of that reality. So let's step into the unseen valleys and gorges of China. Let's start with Mount Huashan. It is one of the 5 sacred mountains of China. The highest peak is about 7,700 feet above sea level. But this mountain is famous as the most dangerous mountain in the world. Yes, a narrow path with only a few inches of space, surrounded by deep ditches, and wooden planks underfoot that hang from the steep cliff. This 2,000-year-old mountain was once where Taoist monks would come to meditate. They believed that at this height, the distance between heaven and earth was the shortest. Every year, about 100,000 brave tourists dare to walk this path of death. But China does not end all its mysteries here. Another thing is hidden ahead. Canis Lake. This S-shaped gorge is hidden at an altitude of 5,200 feet in the high mountains of Xinjiang province. From a distance, it looks as if a god has left an emerald-encrusted mirror on the mountainside. The water of this stream casts such a mysterious green glow in the sunlight that locals call it moon water. The geological history of this gorge in the glacial mouthwater is about 300 million years old, and the ancient Kanti people once lived on the banks of this gorge. Their remains can still be found in mountain caves today. Now let's move south to the Longji Rice Terraces in Guangxi Province. For over 1,000 years, the Zhuang people have carved these terraced fields into the hillsides. Spread over nearly 3,600 acres, these rice terraces are more than just a place to farm. They are a unique work of art between man and nature. In the summer, when the fields are filled with water, the thousands of terraces reflect the sunlight like a giant mirror, a scene that seems to merge the sky and the earth. Every step has its own story. It has its own history. It is as if each step is telling how humans have learned to live in harmony with nature. Locals say that their ancestors did not build these fields just to grow crops. Rather, they built them as offerings to God so that the goddess of meditation could descend to this ridge in the mountains. And because of this belief, even today, prayers are offered on the mountaintop before every harvest. And then comes the colorful Dangjia in Zhangye, the rainbow mountain on Earth. Yes, this mountain is truly colorful. Formed by geological changes over 540 million years, this mountain is layered with red, yellow, green, and gray minerals. The accumulation of iron oxide and sediments from different periods of time creates a vast canvas, as if nature has painted it with its own hands. Spread over an area of about 125,000 acres, it was recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2010. But China's true secret lies deeper. Sanjingshan Mountain is about 8,150 feet high in Guizhou Province and is like a stairway to heaven. After scrambling to climb thousands of stone steps, reaching the top is an incredible sight. 2 ancient Buddhist temples seem to be floating in the clouds, salty. How these two temples were built on the top of the hill is still a mystery. Local legends say that in ancient times, a monk dreamed of Buddha meditating on the top of this mountain, and since then, this mountain is known as a holy place of pilgrimage. In 2018, UNESCO recognized the mountain as a World Heritage Site because many rare animals live here, including the extinct Chinese golden monkey. During the rainy season, when clouds surround the mountains, the two temples truly seem to be floating in a sea of clouds. Now let's come to the Gate of Heaven, Tianmei Mountain. A huge arch has been naturally formed on the mountain at a height of about 4,000 feet. It is like a gateway to the sky. According to local legend, there was once no crack on this mountain. But thousands of years ago, a strong earthquake caused the mountain to burst, and this arch was formed. Since then, it has been known as the Gate of Heaven. People believe that through this gate one can go from death to heaven. To reach this mountain, one has to ride the world's longest cable car. It is about 7,500 feet long. This mountain has been known as a sacred spiritual site for thousands of years to followers of the ancient Tao religion. And in the desert of China, there is another mystery hidden in the Mingsha Mountain, which is called the Mountain of Songs. Yes, it really is a song. When the wind blows over this sand mountain, the movement of the sand creates a strange sound like a drum. Crescent Spring is located next to this mountain, which is about 6,500 feet high. It offers an incredible green oasis in the heart of the desert, where water has not dried up for 2,000 years. For travelers on the ancient Silk Road, this place was a piece of paradise in the heart of the desert. The temperature difference between day and night can be as much as 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Even in such a harsh environment, the greenery of the desert still survives, as if by an indomitable tenacity of nature. Finally, our journey ends in Zhaojiagu, a fairy tale world in Sichuan province. A beautiful combination of colorful rivers, snow-capped mountains, and lush forests makes this valley one of the most beautiful places in the world. From dangerous mountaineering to language temples in the clouds, from rainbow mountains to songs hidden in the sand. Every place is like an incredible story written by nature itself. Today, these were some glimpses of unseen China. There are countless more things hidden in nature that we will have to set out on our journey to find. So, see you on the next expedition.